And fundamentally, the way the situation is, everybody know by now, man. I always strove to live my life ordered in the word. You know what I'm saying? That's my choice of life path, and that's what it's been the whole time. And at this point, man, the persecution still happening, man. It's like straight out of I don't know how you would describe it. It's like it got to be the first time in history something like this done happened to a person. Like, this is like out of this world, and it's the weirdest thing, man. It's a situation, man, that me personally, I love all God's creations. You know what I'm saying? I feel like all God's creations is God don't make no mistakes. But it's some people that's extremely racially critical, and they have single-handedly destroyed my life. But that goes back further. You know what I'm saying? Recently, in this situation, the situation breaks up. You know what I'm saying? It goes into more of a mammon-based situation. Like now, everybody know for the past 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, my life been getting picked apart. I've been getting tons of intrusion upon seclusion, having my stuff taken, simultaneously. Anybody see my testimony, even my recent posts, everything add up. It shows the picture right there. And the reason why I don't get no help is because it's so many that I guess benefited from this. And at this point I think it's clear, you know what I'm saying? Because God had blessed me. I've been like, miracles and the goodness of God, you know what I'm saying, follow me and surround my steps all the time. Always. And so it's been, hundreds of thousands who have seen it through the years. And even more if we go all the way back, before I became aware of, God's full power that was placed on my life as far as I know it. So everybody know at this point, everything that happens to me, the country is doing directly to Jesus Christ. Because that's the only person who work I've been doing. I've been working for the Lord, doing God's work. And, at this point it's obvious. And so, now you see the same things happening. It's influential figures. They hijack the system. They hijack society, artists. You know what I'm saying? They destroyed the land. They destroyed everything. That's why it's so much turmoil now. You know what I'm saying? Because they did all that, successfully stopped the purpose of God. And now the country is now at a decline and a regression. As it naturally should be. But that's the reason why we're seeing this. You see a great, that's kind of, that's majorly what's happened. Artists that hijack the structures. And the thing is, everybody looks at me like, it's weird. It's weird because, like, I've been talking about the things I've been going through. And through the years, it's like, injustices and shadow entities and influential figures. It's like, they had my stuff and they always showing me and, like, imposing information on me that's unrelated to my life. Like, for instance, I'm talking about things going on. The same thing been happening every year, all year. It don't matter who you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody in the world, they got no solution for it. The structures don't, that's, what I'm saying? They have no power, absolutely none. They never had, artists have all the power. And, people tell me, they show me or they impose information on me as if I'm supposed to render justice. So I spoke about this before. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of telling me when I don't have, there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point of always imposing these people on me? But and when it's people, because I be getting attacked like all the time. So it's people with bullets, guns. It's people out here with tons of everything, you know what I'm saying? And they use them, you know what I'm saying? Against, they use them against a servant, messenger of Christ Jesus. They known it, they seen it, they don't care. The structures know it, seen it, don't care. Justices know it, seen it, don't care. From what I can perceive, they're not in a position to be able to help, or I don't know, but I still be getting attacked, recently. You know what I'm saying? Like within the last couple of days, like, it's been like a consistent flurry of violent attacks on my life. And I just got, you know what I'm saying? Like, these things that I talk about all the time, and there's nobody that I mean, if everybody hear my stuff and nobody like get angry and nobody upset about it, then I feel like, well, I mean, that's my point exactly. You feel me? The country has officially renounced God, and at that point, there's nothing you can do. And I'm like, well, that's all cool, but just don't try to keep his name though. You feel me? Because you clearly showing that you're opposite of country of God. And that's the reality. I seen what people can do because of what happened to my life. So I'm not understanding why nobody's ain't outraged when the truth come out. When everybody was deceived about the situation, they didn't really understand what was going on. Then, it's like, okay, everybody was, they was giving me the business, like way back. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm getting the same things I was getting way back. Like extreme violence, harassment, torture, intentional brain damage. No, everything, man. All the heavy stuff. They dropped on me. Like I got like the full wrath of everybody's anger. Like it poured out like everything on me. And that's how it is. That's what it's been the whole time. It's never been no breaks. It's been like this full throttle the whole time. Regardless of my circumstances in my life, whatever it is, it don't matter. It's still the same things happening. And it's weird, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, if nobody ain't upset about it, then you see clearly that my words are true. My testimony was confirmed. But it's implied that, it's nobody else that can do anything about it. What I'm going through. But that's on purpose though. Because society has what? Renounced God. It renounced God and the Lord. It's anti-Christian now officially. You know what I'm saying? Because by choice, they put these people, places and things in as a stumbling block on purpose. You know what I'm saying? The satanic cults. And, they created circumstances like that on purpose just to be a stumbling block to my success because they knew in advance. See, that's what I'm saying, it was a premeditated situation. They had already knew that I was destined for success because they saw the blessing of God on my life. So they had already knew that I would amount to something, and then something prophetic. They knew it. And so that knowledge was exploited and used for bad, though. It was used, that knowledge that they had, spiritual things, they turned it and used it for bad instead of good. They used it for evil. God meant for them to use it for good and to protect it and to nourish it and cherish it. But that's not the way the world works. You know what I'm saying? So now that's why God ultimately already made his decision. He's going to create a new earth because this one is already going to hell in a handbasket. Obviously. This was like one of the final straws. And that's what it is. And most people who benefited from it, they gaslight me from it. They gaslight from it. My life's still been under attack. I'm getting like in my homes is not safe. You know what I'm saying? They're still invading in my homes remotely. They still doing that. They doing it. They did it at every single home I ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying? The same things happening. There's no reason basis for it. The testimony clearly disproves anything, accusation, whatever they say is the testimony viral worldwide, disprove everything. Yet I'm still getting attempted murder on in spite of the global and national, proof of my testimony. You know what I'm saying? And the truth. And that's the kind of situation, at every single place, the same thing is happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just one place or person or thing. You know what I'm saying? This is like somebody external or external forces or people doing this right here on purpose. And it's a race crime, you know what I'm saying? But it's also out of jealousy, people that ain't, you know what I'm saying, that where race ain't a factor. Then there's that, it's envy. And it's just a massive mammoth scam, man. It's huge, And that's what's going on. So it's like, I'm still getting my life threatened and stuff because of my talent. You know what I'm saying? They try to take my talent, kill me, take my talent, give it to their faves, attribute it to anybody else, all that. That's the kind of things I've been going through the whole time. You know what I mean? It ain't what can you do? The foundations are broken. The Bible tells you if the foundations are broken, what can the righteous do? The foundations are broken on purpose. You know what I'm saying? All facts, truth, proof, nothing matters. Nothing is mattering right now. You feel me? I got facts, proof, truth, everything. You know what I'm saying? They're ignoring it. They're looking for more and more proof. They don't care about the proof. You know what I'm saying? They care about their crime. They care about the mammon. They care about, what they benefited at the expense of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? By persecuting God. It don't matter what I say or do. You know what I'm saying? It's still doing the same thing on the loop. They not punishing nobody that's involved in it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to because they anti-God too. You feel me? So this is the defining time, in history for the whole country right now. And they're doing everything God predicted would happen. because there's no way possible that me being a servant of God all this time, and, you know, also famous, you know, international. So, I mean, I've been doing pretty much, I say that because, you know, everybody know I've been doing the work. You know what I'm saying? You see me, I mean, your fruit, the proof is in the fruit. You feel me? You know a tree by its fruit. You feel me? You can see my art. That's my fruit. And so, I mean, people know that that's what I've been doing. So, there's no way possible that the country could remain any kind of, you know, could retain, you know, any type of godliness, like true godliness, you know what I'm saying, excluding God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be godly without God. You feel me? If you seeing a work of God and you persecuting it, trying to destroy it, or allowing it, which is the same thing, you know, doing it on purpose, then there's no, you know what I'm saying? But that's the situation, man. You got, man, there's so much really, man, to cover. I don't really know where to start. So much has happened in this short amount of time. These last couple of days, I've been attacked so much. Like, it's been unreal. I talked about the situation about how these, I call it the Baphomet. It's the band of influential figures, you know, of whatever, you know, they do. And they have, you know, I guess, you know, they're above the law, for one. First and foremost, they're above the law. And they have mammon, clout, and all this. And, you know, they are the devil's worshipers, the eternal enemies of God. These are the ones that don't recognize themselves, but they're the ones that's predestined for eternal torture and fire in hell. You know, just from situations like this, you see why. I mean, look what they're doing to a known, somebody they know is of God. You know what I'm saying? With above, beyond all reason but doubt. You know, all doubts. And so that's the reason why they are who they are. But that's who they are. And they sit above the law. And then they really been like praying on my life since I was a baby. Like, literally been praying on my life. And it manifests within these last 7 years, definitely. You know, but you see it though. I mean, these people, like, they, you know, they have, I mean, I talked about these things so many times in so many recordings, man, but that's what they doing. Like, they target my sustainabilities and all these things and try to keep me from being able to maintain a platform where my skill, talent, and then, you know, everything that I really am, the man I am, can be displayed. You feel me? And then they do everything, they sabotage, they get, you know what I'm saying? There's people from those places of the country, you know what I'm saying? Like, both ends of the country, like, heavily involved. I don't know, like, why or what, you know what I'm saying? But since I was a baby, they been here, like, trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? I grow up, and then my truth, and then my talent, everything, my ministry for God get going, and then they get token. You feel me? Like, it's weird. Like, I'm doing the work of God, and they trying to kill me for it. You know what I'm saying? In a country under God, that's not possible for any reason. You feel me? That's how you know the country is not of or under God. They, you know, people trivialize certain people as thing, but I mean, it don't really matter. It's the fact that it's possible. Like, with the knowledge of, I mean, these artists are, okay, they saying, okay, so now, what kind of society is we living in? You know what I'm saying? Because they've officially given control to artists just to stop serving a messenger of God. You know what I'm saying? They've given over all their power, you know what I'm saying, to the Baphomet. You feel me? All their power and everything. I mean, it's all informally. There ain't no label on it saying that's what they're doing, but that's what they're doing. They're basically giving all their power over to artists, you know, to the Baphomet. You feel me? In order to do away with the serving the messenger of God. You know what I'm saying? They're so powerless, clueless. They you know, flabbergasted, all this, you know, they don't understand, you know, 2 + 2 no more. You feel me? Just because, you know, if it revolves trying to get justice or trying to help this child, you know what I'm saying? Or realizing the situation at hand. So that's what it is. People that they I mean, they own the lands. You know what I'm saying? Technically, they own the lands. And so, but they gave all their dominion over to the artists. You feel me? Because they trying to get rid of this profit problem. You know what I'm saying? And the profit is of God. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. So everything I do and don't do is being used as an excuse to try to take my life. That's what it is. That's what's been going on the whole time. Like, all this week, you know, last week, like, I've been getting hunted and brutally attacked, like, nonstop. And that's in spite of my testimony. You know, I've been showing, you know, the whole world and whole country. You know, they follow me everywhere. They, you know, they sabotage. They get into, you know, any type of you know, livelihood, anything, you know, that you do, you know what I'm saying? Anything. They coerce it in order to destroy it, try to keep up and cover up their evil. You feel me? I mean, I don't want absolutely no association with those entities and influence forever, for the simple fact I know the content of that character. And, you know, so how somebody would do this to a child. I mean, come on, for one, then for two, also because of what I know, you know, they don't have no respect for I mean, who would, I already talked about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, who would want to have, you know, interaction with anyone who don't value, you know what I'm saying, their time or their contribution, you feel me? Or the things, you know what I'm saying, somebody that don't value their contribution, don't esteem their contribution, and don't even, you know, honor it. And that's the situation. That's what the situation is. Everything else is stemming from that. It goes to larceny. Artists that, you know, you got injustices that work for artists, try to kill, you know, a creator, black creator, give his art to, you know, other creators, you know, but it's people that should not be okay with it, that's also okay with it, because they have a common interest. You feel me? And the interest is that the real, you know, servant of God don't be successful. Don't have, you know what I'm saying, anything that God had, you know, ordained or blessed the person with. The things that they knew, but they seen it and they're like, no, I can be that better. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just a real messed up situation, because we got two realities. We got spiritual and physical realities in the play. You know, and that's the reason why it's like that, you know what I'm saying? Because spiritual reality, a lot of people are aware of it, but when they become aware of it, they have a choice. You feel me? They have a choice. They can choose to understand, you know what I'm saying, embrace fully the reality of the situation, or they can choose to say or lie and say that they don't know what it is. You feel me? That's all they have to do. And then that right there, as far as like when you look at it in the physical points, as we walking in the flesh, in the physical realm, that creates a paradox, because all they have to do is say they don't understand things that they do understand, or that they do know about. Say they don't, you know what I'm saying? And then spiritual things are matters of faith anyway. They know it's real. They know it's true. And this is why they predestined for hell, because they know the light, and they seen the light, and then they're using it against God. They're using it to exploit him, exploit his works, you know what I'm saying, and defile his purposes, and to destroy his harvest. You feel me? So that's why they eternal enemies of God, like eternal, like forever, no matter what. Because of just the fact that they're doing it. They know the light, they know the truth, they know the spiritual reality, but instead of doing what God said do with it, they're using it to destroy the purpose of a messenger of God. So just imagine how that compounds in hell. You feel me? But that's what's going on. So in the flesh, you don't really have no judgment. I'm getting attacked so much in the flesh, but I learned to just, most of the time, my faith is extremely strong. You know, I trust in God. I know I don't deserve nothing that's happening to me. The people that's doing it know I don't deserve nothing that's happening to me. They're professional. You know, they're cunning, they're sneaky. You know, and they don't stop. You know what I'm saying? It's injustices, militias. You know, they catcall past employers and all this, and they work towards the same goal. You know what I'm saying? They you know, and they stage, like the Baphomet, it's all one massive collusion. You feel me? The Baphomet works with, you know what I'm saying, like they will literally, some type of way, they do it. I've seen it, you know, so many times. They create entire, they will really like create entire events, you know what I'm saying, just to like triangulate, or to like, because it's weird. I explained it in a recent post, you know, some of my recent posts, to what's going on, the nature of it. And it's like, you know, these Baphomet, I mean, they hate God. They're doing this against God, and they know it, but they still going. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they doing. They know everything I do is to maintain a ministry for God. You know what I'm saying? In a country under God. And this is still happening. You know, instead of, you know, high societies, you know, they create events and things like that at time only when, you know what I'm saying, my life is in more jeopardy, or my ability to maintain is in jeopardy, or things like that. And that's when they do events. Like, it's the weirdest thing ever, but it's true, because the difference between coincidence and luck, you know what I'm saying, is consistency. You feel me? And I've seen it, so I mean, it's been happening so consistently, you know, especially all last year was happening. I was like to the point of like a direct, like if I'm sitting like cross the, like it's like sitting like cross a table from somebody, and they're mocking you. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of situation. It got to the point where it be so normal that it's almost like a direct attack. But I didn't understand why these people hated me so much. You feel me? I didn't understand why these people hate me so much. I don't know them. You feel me? They don't know me. They lie on me. They try to stay close with me. They try to, you know what I'm saying? They glue themselves to me using lies, slander, character attacks. They do everything possible. They lie on me, nonstop. I exposed the truth, got the truth shown to everybody. Ain't nobody in their way. You feel me? It's just like an endless cycle. And so they create events, man, and they base it around the point, like they won't have no kind of transitions, you know what I'm saying, until they see that I'm stagnant. You feel me? Like, if you pay, like, people that pay attention to my life and then pay attention to things happening in society, it's like it's a reach. It's a reach of biblical proportion. It's not a normal reach. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, let me see. It's like Mount Everest. Say if you just personify Mount Everest. It's like Mount Everest. It's like if Mount Everest was a person or a place or a thing, or and it's like Mount Everest. Wherever it is, like Mount Everest sprout legs and arms and got up and walked, you know what I'm saying, and traveled like 1,000 miles across the world, you know what I'm saying, to pick on, you know what I'm saying, a pebble. It's the weirdest thing ever. That's kind of like the situation. Like, it's a biblical proportion reach. Like, it is out this world. And that's kind of like what the situation is. Like, a giant mountain just sprouted legs and went across the world to somewhere and for one particular pebble that it just wanted to, like, just I don't know, bully it, erode it, do something to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's been going on. Like, it's weird. And a lot of this stuff I didn't understand. It's just like when y'all see my testimony and things, it's just like the top of a mountain compared to the bottom of it. Some mountains have more beneath the water. You know what I'm saying? Some mountains that be on water, they got more, you know what I'm saying? It's more beneath than above. And that's kind of what my testimony is. Like, it's showing what you see is a whole lot more to it, because, and this is my testimony witness of Jesus, these things that I went through while I'm following Christianity in the country. At the point when the structures became aware of what was going on, you know what I'm saying, that right there, that was the defining factor for what the whole country was at that point. You know what I'm saying? That defined the country itself. It's weird, man. It's like, but yeah, man, it's people, places, and things be forced on me. Like, it was so hard earlier today, man. They was forcing, like, I told people, like, artists was coercing me into, other realities. Like, artists coercing me into politics and things like that. I'm not even interested in. That been happening since like 2014. It is weird, because I'm an author and an artist, and I see so many other authors and artists that's not having that kind of reality. Like, I'm like the furthest thing from it. You feel me? From that type of author and artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about nature and things like that. It's like they drag me out my temple, praising God, and pull me into a dungeon where they want me at. Like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? They came all the way over the, you feel me, like, reach, grab me and did, you know what I'm saying, put me into a reality, adverse realities that's not what I'm interested in. And that's kind of like what it is. Like, they reach like that, and try to make you into something that they want you to be other than who you are. You feel me? Then try to destroy you for it. Like, they put in elaborate, strategies and things and tactics and schemes and stuff to try to make you and conform you into what they want you to be, and then they destroy you for it. And that's what's been going on. All this stuff, was premeditated and pre-organized. There's certain people that know the truth, man. Like I said, facts, proof, truth don't even matter. All these recordings are jewels. You feel me? I got nothing but facts and knowledge in it. I'm telling the truth, you know what I'm saying, about my life and about society and about spiritual, realities. And that's the kind of situation. Like, they not caring about truth or facts. They're still, like, insanely, incessantly pushing towards the completion of this evil this racist and also religious hate-based agenda that's on my life, premeditated. You know, and that's the situation. It's like it ain't nothing stopping them. You know, it gotta be the weirdest thing, man, in history. Like on the innocent, like your black creator, an author, and an artist. It's the weirdest thing ever, man. I mean, and that's the situation, man. I trust God, though, man. I fear no evil. You know, thyroid, thigh stab, they comfort me. You feel me? I still live by the Bible verses, just like I was back then. They attack and inflict my life so much, so I don't have Bible verses on my page, because then that's when they see, when I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I have like Bible verses on my page. You know, am I talking about, you know, things? That's what I've been doing since I first opened my page, or you know, one of my official platforms, social media. Since 2013, I've been doing them, but posting Bible verses and, you know, spiritual facts. You feel me? Over the years, I got to talking about this stuff right here. This wasn't how it was though, like in the early years. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like this. This what it was transformed into by the persecution that I've been under for so long wrongfully. You know what I'm saying? And they what they do is, like, okay, I can post some Bible verses, for instance, you know, and they can be some of the last things I post. And what happened is okay, I'll post the Bible verses and then say if I just log out, you feel me, or whatever. And, you know, just tending to my other normal affairs and stuff. And what happened is I'll be just, you know, doing what I do, and then I'll start getting intentionally inflicted. You know what I'm saying? And there's ways they do things psychologically to mess with you. They follow you through some kind of way. They follow you, track you, and then when they find you, you know, they always doing things to make your life uncomfortable in the country. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that they do to like try to make your life as uncomfortable as possible in the country. I've been going through this for a long time now. You know, and it's like informal. It's informal exile. You feel me? It's like they informally trying to force your disappearance for you, though you know that's not what you want. It's like somebody like voluntarily trying to like force their agenda on your life, which is totally not legal. And that's how you know it's premeditated, because you know it makes no sense. Like the fact that I'm reached for, you know, pulled into adverse realities. Nobody in the world can help me. I'm being followed, stalked, you know what I'm saying, chased. Whenever, you know, these intentional infliction things, you know, they already know what they did to me since like, all these years. You know, intentional infliction give you brain damage. You know, it can give you emotional distress. All these things, you know, and that's what it does. And they know that because these same faces were there when I was going through that back then, way back. So, I mean, they know what they already did to me. You know, the damage is so they do new stuff. You feel me? They do new stuff, constant stuff, just things, you know, they use sophisticated measures just to make you uncomfortable in the country, because they always telling you to get out. You know, it's weird. Somebody, I mean, I call it anonymous people, you know, shadowy entities. Somebody doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what personalized the situation, you know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of situation. Like, they always, and they remotely do things, you feel me, to harass me. You feel me? Like, remotely. They harass me remotely to no end. It's been going on for years, too. It keep going, you know, it's domestic terrorism. It's the worst of the worst, you know. Nobody ain't, you know, ain't nobody disrupting those responsible. And it's weird. And what they do is, they'll do intentional infliction. And that's to get me to talk about it. So I get on, because I mean, it's emotional distress. You feel me? You distressed, you will talk about it. And so I'll talk about it and post about it, tell y'all what's going on. Because I mean, what else? What other hope do I have? You know what I'm saying? There's no other options for me. I've been through it all these years. So I just talk about it. That's out of desperation. Talk about it on my platforms. And then they'll keep doing things. I have to talk about it. And then what it does, it pushes my Bible verses out of view. And when they out of view, then when it's, I don't know, in their eyes, then that makes me eligible for attack. And so they're attacking me, removing Bible verses from my platform page, you know, to attacking me, you know, for Bible verses, then attacking me, you know, I mean, it's like something out of horror movie, you know what I'm saying? They hate God. The country is antichrist, like really, you know what I'm saying? This is official especially in this evidence, in this testimony of what I'm going through. I just don't want, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, look at it. I mean, I'm being disadvantaged for being a Christian author and creator, original. You know what I'm saying? You got, they trying to silence me and destroy me to give my art to other people, to give my art to other people. You know what I'm saying? And then silence me while I can't fight for it, trying to kill me while I can't fight for it, making crit work. That's what they're doing. They're trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? They're using the cat paw, pleasing people, places, and things, and businesses, past employers that also, you know, current past injustices, artists that was already doing the same thing since like 14. I didn't even know about them, or nor did I embrace them. You know what I'm saying? They try to manipulate me into doing so, but that didn't work. That doesn't work. I'm not interested. You feel me? And that's the situation. Like, they stuck themselves with me forever. It's one of the most cruelest things ever, man. It's like, they know that I wouldn't be interested in, you know, after the things that happened to me when I found out, then I'll be already, they'll have, like, you know, sophisticated ways of making me, like a slave. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuck to where I can't, I won't be able to have a life aside from them. And, you know, it's absolutely one of the cruelest things that you could ever do to a person. Like, real. Man, there's so much I want to talk about, though, man. Like, man. This attack has been immense, though. It's a lot, man, I want to talk about, though. You know, being kidnapped and stuff by external. I mean, actually kidnapped to be murdered. Get kidnapped to have, you know, attempted murder on my life after it had been reported, you know, beforehand. And it still was allowed to carry out into completion with the knowledge of the structures and other entities and things. You know, it's happening, it's following me, it's doing the same thing. It's like a war. It's like civil war. Like, I'm under civil war for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then the same people that's doing it, they pretend to be your friends when, you know, when they see you at wit's end. Like, it's the weirdest thing ever. Like, I don't get it. You know, heavily persecuted, man, for following Christ Jesus in America. This is just the truth. I ain't did nothing, not a thing, but be great. I've been successful. You know what I'm saying? I got natural talent, skill. They want that. For some reason, people want me subservient. Like, they want to say that my stuff is them, and they want other people to have my stuff for them. So that keeps that path of lane open when the lies that they told on me can seem like the truth, when that ain't even my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like it's my fault that I was lied on and trying to kill me for it, because I was lied on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of those that did the lying, you know what I'm saying, they not worried about punishing them or nothing. They just worried about taking me out because, you know, I'm talented. I'm great. And that's the situation, man. They send so many set-up artists, you know, women, and, you know, some who try to, you know, get you in those positions, trying to get you in more vulnerable positions. You know, I mean, it's a hunt. It's a witch hunt for a Christian man, like a Christian author. I ain't talking about like somebody who was once a Christian. Like no, it wasn't never no situation where I changed from something that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, you know, wholesome, and then became, no, I was already this. I was already the Bible Christian the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I was already a follower of the Lord the whole time. Nothing but my Bible and my cross the whole time. You know what I'm saying? The only weapon I had was my poetry, my Bible, and my cross. You feel me? I mean, this been the whole time. It wasn't never like I changed from something else and went out. No, I mean, these people tried to manipulate me and all that, but who don't? That was never the situation, though. You know what I'm saying? I stayed righteous the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is my witness. The Lord is my witness. And that's why people see so many miracles and stuff around me these days, because God is with me. God was with me back then, and He know I'm telling the truth. And that's the situation. It was never a situation where I changed from something else that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's people that try to manipulate me and misportray me to be in a certain way in order to justify trying to kill me or attack me for my talent, which they successfully doing all the time. You know what I'm saying? The whole time. Like, it ain't no reason for it, but they still doing it. You feel me? Like, I mean, they ain't got no resistance or no defenses. You feel me? Then somebody, like, they may feel bad for you. Then I'm like, no, don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't pity me. Because trust me, the Lord go avenge all His saints and servants. You know what I'm saying? In his due time, He go avenge us, you know, triple fold. You know, like, really, really. You know, and it's sooner than most might think, you know. But yeah, man, that's what's been going on the whole time. I've been a follower of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? I don't be knowing what other slanders and stuff. I told people it was a smear campaign against me. Somebody felt intimidated by my talent. They wanted their legends and stuff to be, so, you know what I'm saying, to have my stuff, or, you know what I'm saying, like through, like osmosis, you know what I'm saying, just have me. And I mean, me as a creator, that's not something that sit well with me. Like, it don't sit well with me. Like, you know, I say, like, nah. I mean, that's, I work hard on my craft all these years. I've been through hell and high water. You feel me? You know, for doing the will of God. You know what I'm saying? That's my testimony. That matters to me more than that. You know what I'm saying? Then people see my off the top stuff easy. You feel me? Like, it's no problem. Like, easily can be displayed at will. You know, so they know that ain't the issue. So there ain't no reason for me to begin attack, you know what I'm saying, like I am. Then they try to, you know, situation that they themselves organize and hijack things. They try to threaten me with to make me stop writing my stuff. To make me stop being great, they threaten me with situations that they themselves organize that's detrimental to society. You feel me? Like, that has nothing to do with me. You framed and staged that, you know what I'm saying, since I was like a child. You feel me? You've been organizing this strategically just for this point in time, for this reason. You feel me? I mean, that's a situation, man. They like got insane obsessions with me. I ain't did nothing wrong to nobody. I followed the Lord the whole time. They lying on my name, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. That's in the Bible. You feel me? That's in the Bible, man. You got entities that's lying to help represent. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. You know what I'm saying? One of the weirdest things in history, though, man. Yeah, man. I just got a lot of attacks, and I be getting them like every day almost. You know what I'm saying? And this after the worldwide knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying? Covert, stealth. You know what I'm saying? Stealthy attacks, like constant. You know what I'm saying? Always attempting to try to take me out. You know what I'm saying? They know these witches and warlocks involved in it, but nobody's doing nothing about it. Nobody's rendering them or keeping them from my life. So basically, everybody is crucifying Jesus. I mean, America is crucifying Christ Jesus. That's what it is, because America knows and have known for years. It's just that simple, man. They're allowing the murder of a servant, a known servant of Christ. You know what I'm saying? For a prolonged period of time. Exceptionally long period of time. Even after being, you know, made aware of the situation. So, I mean, that's what it is. And a lot of what I'm going through changed, you know what I'm saying, my content matter, as anybody would probably, you know, expect. But that's the situation, though, man. It ain't fair. It ain't no fair fight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no fair fight. They invade all my homes. The same thing happened at totally all different separate locations. Everywhere. You feel me? The same thing happened regardless of what I'm doing. You know, what my circumstances in my life are. You know, they doing the same thing. It's somebody, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's external. It's external. I know from what I've been through, the nature of these things. You know, and that's what it is. It's somebody that's doing this from like outside. You know what I'm saying? And they do it everywhere, every time. And they have no regard for human rights or any other type of rights for a person. Not for me. You know what I'm saying? Then when you think about what's happening simultaneously, artists literally stealing my art, saying my stuff without my permission and everything, all of it is the same situation. You feel me? It's all the same situation. It's a collusion. You feel me? Against the work of God. And that's just the reality. So people were paid to say certain things in order to sabotage my success. You feel me? In advance. Trying to, you know, sabotage. And it was a premeditated scam. That's what it is. A premeditated scam. You know what I'm saying? And that is not my fault. So I've been attacked, man. Followed, chased, attacked, stalked me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing nothing to the people doing it. Nobody ain't rendering them inaccessible until the point I'm dead. So that means the country is actively crucifying the Lord. You know, because they know that's what I'm standing for. And the situation, man, they doing this on purpose. So you got entire structures that organize scenarios and events and everything around my schedule and my life. Like, it's weird, bro. Like, it's been like this since 17. Way back, I'm getting taunted with it. 2017 was rough. You know, they was doing this heavy. Every time, you know what I'm saying, 17, 18, 2019, especially 19, it was rough, you know. I was bullied out a whole bunch, you know what I'm saying, of my sustainabilities and stuff. And every time there was a major event on the same day. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird stuff like that. But you know what I mean? That's the only time, though. If I thwart it, then it go away. It's like God is being mocked. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like I don't It's like injustices and all this, like trying to like force me to like embrace certain people. It's like they trying to like throughout since 2014. It's like they've been trying to like coerce me into these other realities I have nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Now everything together shows an ugly picture. You know what I'm saying? But it's not my fault. Somebody's doing this to my life. It's like kidnapping, larceny, extortion, all this stuff. And what it is, man, I wasn't a part of that reality, man. People try to misrepresent me as a reality into a reality in order to, you know, be able to silence me. I was unrelated to the, you know what I'm saying? They try to like graft me to realities where I can't be great. With violence, death threats, every day. You know what I'm saying? They trying to like kill me for my talent. The country is trying to literally kill me for my talent. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talented, naturally, as a literature, you know, a literary author. It's really that simple.